So today I am going to be doing a book review for you guys, and I'm reviewing The Weight of Feathers by Anna Marie McLemore. And yeah, let's get started. So I kind of want to start off by just giving you an idea of what the book is about. It's kind of like a modernized version of Romeo and Juliet. It follows two families, the Palomas and the Corbeaus. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing their names right. They both are these like traveling acts that kind of go from town to town and do performances. The Palomas do a kind of skit underwater where they are mermaids, and they actually have scales, like some type of like scales on their back that give them better swimming abilities and can hold their breath underwater better, that sort of thing. And then you have the Corbeaus, who do something similar to tightrope, though it's not really tightrope. They climb trees with like these strap on wings that they have and kind of mimic flying, but they're not really flying. And they also grow feathers in their hair. So there is this touch of magical realism to the story. And this story has been compared a lot to The Night Circus, which I feel like is a really good comparison because it definitely has that same mystique to it and the magical realism elements. So yeah, the story basically follows two main characters, Lace and Cluck. Lace is a Paloma and Cluck is a Corbeau, and they kind of, their lives collide together, romantic relationship ensues, and the story goes from there. So what I really liked about this story were the two main characters. I feel like they were just very real and believable. The author did a really good job of giving them real traits and making them imperfect in a way that you don't really see a lot in young adult kind of stories like this. And these two main characters have some not horrible physical appearances, but the main character, Lace, gets a burn on her cheek that leaves a scar, and Cluck has two fingers on one of his hands that he can't use. So yeah, I just felt like these characters felt very real. I thought the relationship was really nice. I wouldn't describe it as like a slow burning relationship or insta love. It was kind of like a little in between. It's just really interesting story. It's not very plot driven at all. So not a lot happens within the story. It definitely focused more on the characters, their relationships with other family members in their group, and then the like rivalry between the two families. I feel like that was what made this book really shine, was just how interesting the relations were, how very real it felt, even though there's these like snippets of magical realism in the story. I have like two kind of main concerns with this book. The first is that the two families are from different, I guess the Corbeaus are French and the Palomas are Spanish. So you get a lot of like Spanish and French words in the story. And I don't have a problem with that. I think it also actually helps to like build the characters and build the atmosphere. But in this book, a lot of those words were inserted a lot in like the first few chapters, so it was kind of jarring and hard to read, especially when you're trying to read the story, trying to get familiar with the characters, and then you have these unfamiliar words like literally almost in every other sentence you'd have a new unfamiliar word. It was a little uncomfortable, but I feel like as the book goes on, there's fewer use of those words, and then she gets better at translating them and letting you know what their meaning is. The author, so that was okay towards the end of the book, and I'm still not really sure how I feel about the ending. I don't know. It was I feel like throughout the book you're not really sure what's gonna happen, and then in a way the ending is a little disappointing. It feels, I don't know, it feels like there's not enough urgency in the end and not enough at stake in the end. So I don't know. In a way, I really like it. I feel like the plot twist was very interesting, and I wasn't really expecting that, so that was good. But there was just something missing with the ending that I can't really put my finger on. But overall, I really enjoyed this book. I think this book really addresses how to handle like differences with people and equality in a way that's really, really well done. So yeah, I would highly recommend this book to anybody who's interested in something like The Night Circus or looking for something that's a little more diverse. I feel like this book really hits the mark on that. And yeah, it was just a really great read, and I hope that more people read this book because I don't see too much of it on BookTube at all, and I would love for more people to read it. And so yeah, thanks for watching this review. Let me know if you guys are interested in reading this book down in the comments below, and let me know if you guys have read it. I'd love to see if more people have read this book and enjoyed it, or if people didn't really like it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next week. Bye!